hooked up with this guy on social media. A lot of men don't like when you do that to them. They don't want to feel like the hoe. He's one of those guys that like to talk you through it. You ain't even gotta question us about nothing like that. You ain't gotta beg, you ain't gotta borrow, you ain't gotta lie, fake, scheme, steal. Don't no woman flake me, don't no woman ghost me, don't no woman not call me and talk to me. What's up? I mean, who the hell you think you is? Y'all, he just flipped the hell out on me. He was blowing my phone down. It wasn't even about that. It was the fact that you was being phony and fake as hell. It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber or returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm hoping you enjoyed today's video. I know y'all are here for a story time, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you. But before we get to that, y'all go ahead, drop down below in the comment section, leave a hey girl, hey, what's up big sis? All comments are welcome and greatly appreciated. Just make sure y'all keep them respectful. As you all have seen the title, you have an idea of what this story is going to be about. So family, let's get to this story. So tonight's story time will be about a time that I hooked up with this guy on social media. I've given y'all a story time before about somebody I met offline some years ago, as in this one as well. None of this stuff is really recent, but I also find myself back on social media just randomly talking to somebody that followed me, and this is around the time that I was on Facebook. So this was sometime after my bad breakup or whatever, and I just started back just communicating with guys again. I felt a little comfortable talking to people, and I was just like on the dating scene, just hanging out with folks. It wasn't nothing serious. I was just hanging out. So this guy that had been following me in there for a while, we had been communicating back and forth, you know, just liking my stuff, I'm liking his stuff, we leaving comments, we joking on other people's stuff together. We kind of became, you know, some little Facebook friends or whatever, like real Facebook friends, I guess. We was always on, you get what I'm trying to say. You know how you suddenly get close with strangers on there, y'all just always in the same scenes on Facebook, on social media? It was kind of like that. So of course, as in most guys on there, he reaches out and he's always hitting on me, but I never like just pursued it, whatever. I'm just like, well, you funny. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It's like, I don't know about all that. But I don't know, for some reason, one day he hit me up and he was like, I really want to go to, it was something going on in like one of these parks in our city. They have this park in like the midtown area of our city in Memphis, and it was called the Shell, and they be having like live little bands and things going on during the daytime in the summer. And I know for some people they may not be their scene, but me, I love all genres of music. As in this person, this guy, we're going to call him Quincy. So yeah, me and Quincy, you know, we cool. And I was like, you know what, cool, yeah, I haven't been to nothing like that in so long, and I do want to go. I want to get out the house. And this was around the time where I still was partying just a little bit. I wasn't partying as much, but I still was partying a little bit. And it's probably because my homegirl, my best friend at the time, probably was pregnant or something. I don't really know. I just wasn't hanging out a whole lot that summer, number one. Maybe because she has some stuff going on, and I just didn't really want to hang out a whole lot, but I still was kind of like outside. But anyway, it don't really matter. I wanted to do something different. I needed a different scene. And like I said, this was like up in the daytime, and who don't love a good day party? And like I said, it was a different crowd of people because of the type of music. And so I agreed to go. Y'all, so we do that day or whatever. And, you know, we had a really good day. Like, we really had a good day. I might have gotten home. It was still early. I might have gone home about 8 or 9. We didn't hang out too late. We just hung out at that park a long time. And the vibes were really good, y'all. They really were. Like, if you're from Memphis, then you may know what I'm talking about. And if you're from Memphis and you don't know what I'm talking about, in the summertime, y'all, get y'all a Memphis flyer. It be all kinds of events going on that they don't really broadcast, or they do and you just don't know about it somewhere. It be a lot of things going on in the city, for real, for real. That ain't Bill Street, it ain't no clubs. It be real nice artsy things going on around our city. It ain't the zoo, which is, our zoo is great. I'm just saying, it ain't those typical touristy things, but it be stuff that the communities in our city get together and do, which is awesome. You know, the people that are, we're gonna call them, yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm thinking of thespians. You know, people that are part of the arts community. Those people that love to get into acting and things like that. They have all these different events going on around the city, and it is really fun, y'all. Good food, good drinks, good time, good energy, clean fun, none of that crazy rowdy stuff that you got to worry about running from because somebody's shooting or fighting. It's nothing like that. These are great events. So yes, y'all, we have a good day, and you know, we're talking all about the week, and so we eventually decide to link up another time, which is like the next day. And man, y'all, this is the first time we hung out. So the next day, I end up meeting him at his house, y'all. And let's just say, yeah, we moved pretty quickly. We was on doing some adult things. We moved pretty quickly. And I'm not too big on doing that, but y'all, I don't know. I think I just wanted to be outside. And all the other guys that I had been talking to, and you know, the couple dates that I went on, I just would not give them the time of the day, and I knew this what they wanted. And I think it was the simple fact that he wasn't pressuring me for it. It's probably why I want it. So yes, guys, it is true that a lot of times you ain't even got to question us about nothing like that. You ain't got to beg, you ain't got to borrow, you ain't got to lie, fake, scheme, still. We're willingly capable of giving it to you without you even asking. So yes, y'all, it was like that. And if you my family and you on here and you hearing this, oh well, you gotta put on your big girl panties, your big boy panties, and just either listen or you move on. I'm grown. I was grown then. But yes, so yes, that happened, y'all. So I don't know if that even counts for a one night stand, but I guess it is because we never hooked up beyond that. And the reason we never hooked up beyond that, y'all, is the reason we're here for this story. So yes, y'all, I don't really want to go into detail for real right here. Just know that he's one of those guys that like to talk you through it. Yes, y'all. I may have to go to my membership and tell y'all some of the stuff the man was saying. I may do that. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it. I want to dig a little deeper. But some of my membership people, y'all may get lucky. So yes, y'all, it was just funny as hell. He's one of those guys when he talk you through it. And at the time, I was trying not to laugh because I didn't want it to be awkward. And I don't want him to think that he was doing something wrong because he was not doing anything wrong. But I'm just saying, like, it was just so weird because I've never had anybody do this. So I was like, what the hell? Like, so what did it mean, y'all? Like when guys kind of talk you through it, like, they making promises about things they gonna do, and I think I know. I'm just saying, not here to brag. But my point was that happened. We had a good day, but beyond that, y'all, it was like he was crazy. He was crazy. It was hell, y'all. So after that day, I didn't really call him the next day. But he reached out to me because the entire day went by. And he's like, dang, what happened? I ain't heard from you today. Everything good? I mean, did I do something wrong? I mean, I haven't heard from you at all. I'm like, no. I'm just chilling. I'm just kicking back. I'm chilling with my folks. Nothing major. I was like, you know, I don't know. I said, no, I'm straight. I mean, yeah, I really wasn't thinking about him like that for real. Like, not saying that we didn't have a good day, because we definitely had a good day and things were definitely good. It's just that I wasn't too pressed to reach out to him after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we hang out, we hook up. It was one of them situations, baby. I was not trying to be tied down with nobody. For one, I just got out of a crazy ass situation some time ago, and I wasn't ready to be in a real relationship for real. I was just hanging out dating. You're supposed to date openly with different people. Not saying you got to sleep with them. I always say that. But you're supposed to date multiple people. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And the person that steps up, well, that's trying to really connect with you and be your friend and be all these great, wonderful things and take you serious, that's who wins you over. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? That's who you spend the rest of your life with if that's what you want. So I wasn't looking for none of that. I was just really hanging out, and he just got lucky, and I had to be in one of my moods. Real shit. Because you random as hell, and I really just did a you on you. And I think a lot of men don't like when you do that to them. They don't want to feel like the hoe. And I guess he was feeling like that because, y'all, when I say the ego trip started, he was like, don't no woman flake me. Don't no woman ghost me. Don't no woman not call me and talk to me. What's up? I mean, who the hell you think you is? Y'all, it started like out of nowhere. He just started ambushing me with all kinds of crazy messages. I was like, hold up, dude. It's Sunday. I'm just chilling. This is what I do. I'm like, why are you pressed? Like, damn, you like you wasn't gonna talk to me again. What's up? And y'all, he's reaching me all on my phone. He's on my Facebook, y'all. And at the time, no, I didn't have Instagram. He was like, I didn't have Instagram, so no, he didn't reach me on there. What was that? He reached me on something else. It was some messenger app that, you know, the Androids had or something like that, like some Uvo. I can't even think of the name of it, but you know, you pretty much can chat with people on there, FaceTime people on there, some stuff like that. You know, it was the FaceTime of Android. You know, you can download it. I cannot think what it was. He hit me up on there. Y'all want answer. I'm like, what is wrong with this dude? He even, was calling me on Facebook. Y'all doing the most. I'm like, dude, I said, I don't know what's going on with you right now, but I do not want to talk, and you making me feel uncomfortable. Y'all, that stuff happened for like an entire week, and I would not reach out to him. I wouldn't completely ignore him. Like I said, I told him how I felt the first time, and then some other time throughout the week, I was like, dude, you doing way too much. Why are you blowing this out of proportion? You act like you was never going to hear from me again. Like, I was just chilling with my folks, and you took me chilling with my folks, you know, spending time with my folks, and you took it and made it something else. I was like, we barely know each other. Yeah, we hooked up, but dang, dude, I was like, you ain't even giving me a chance to, you know, come back around. Like, you ain't giving me a chance to miss you. And I'm just saying, you doing way too much, way too fast. And I was remembering the promises he was making while we was doing what we was doing. Yeah, we was doing the grown up. I got doing the grown up for another YouTuber on here. It's cute. I don't know. But anyway, so yes. Well, we was doing all that, he was talking to me, but so weird, y'all, so weird. But anyway, I don't know. It's like, y'all, he just flipped the hell out on me. He was blowing my phone down. And then one day, what was this? I was hanging out with a friend. I was at some brunch spot, y'all. Another little day party vibe or whatever. And I see him there with a friend. And so he see me. I was like, oh my God, girl, this is the dude I was telling you about. Because, you know, mind you, he had all this going on, and I'm talking to my homegirl on the other end of the phone. I'm telling her about this guy that I met offline. Like, this is the worst thing I could have ever done. Like, why did you talk me out of this? Because I had told her that I was going to go hang out with this guy that I was talking to on Facebook or whatever. And I showed her the guy. I was like, girl, why did you talk me out of this? He is tripping out. He is flipping out because I did not reach out to him. That, you know, she know about all that's going on. So I was like, this is the guy, girl. This is the guy. So I was like, ooh, oh my God. I can't run away now because he see me. So he walks up. What's up? I was like, what's up? He's like, why didn't you tell me you was going to be here? I was like, I didn't know I had to tell you I was going to be here. Why would I need to tell you that I'm here? Like, you're not my man. You're just my friend. It's like, no, you should have told me you was going to be here. Y'all, making a scene embarrassing the hell out of me. Y'all, this is not my man. We only hooked up one time. We hung out in the park one time, a free event. He didn't really have to spend no money for real. I don't even know what money did he really spend. Like, he might have bought something else to drink or something. Y'all, he didn't spend no money for real. It ain't even about that. Baby, I couldn't see it myself. If that was the case, you want the money back, I would give you the money back. But it wasn't even that. It was the fact that he felt rejected by me, y'all. I was not kissing his butt like most women. And one thing about him, too, he's one of those guys where he like to brag on the accomplishments he has. And that's great. Talk about the things of life you have done and you're proud of. I'm happy for you. But I don't like the bragging as though you're supposed to receive a medal from me for, I'm supposed to just drop my drawers anytime you want because of it. You already got it. You ain't got to do the most with me. I was willing to be open with you and be friends with benefits because that's all it was going to be. It wasn't going to be nothing more than that. Real talk, but you didn't mess it up because you crazy as hell. Like, you flipped on me before we even got it started. Y'all, I was like, oh my God, like, men really be, I ain't gonna say it's the first, you know what, honestly, this is the first time that I have experienced a man acting like a deranged woman. Like, I've had guys, you know, act a little crazy, but not to the extent this man was going because I didn't want to talk to them. Most times, you know, the guys that I've dated before hooking up with this dude, It was a mutual thing that we was going through. We was separating, and we might have acted a little crazy for other things, but not because one was y'all. Not because we was feeling rejected. It's like his ego was playing a big part in this situation. That's all it was. His ego was broken because I made him feel like he had to chase me. As in, I ain't gonna say you gotta chase me, but shit, you the man, you supposed to pursue me. You know what I'm saying? True enough. But he wanted me to be a sprung out woman because he gave me some good. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just saying, it was not like that because my agenda was going in just being a free spirit. It was not to be nothing more than what that was. We would have been there again, or we wouldn't have been there again. But y'all, this man embarrassed the hell out of me in there. And so it got so bad to this the security people came over there like, y'all gonna have to go. So this man got us kicked out the little box spot. Luckily, we had already had our drinks or whatever, and we had already had like appetizers or whatever. I said, we got food coming in here. Like, he came over here to us, and it was some people sitting behind us like, yeah, no, he came over here starting talking crazy to her, blah, blah, blah. So we ended up not getting kicked out, but they had to leave. He's like, man, I got my drink. He's like, nah, you good. You ain't got no drink. You gotta go. So they got put there. But y'all, he leaving out. He barely leaving up out of the place. He texting me, and you can see him from like the parking lot or whatever. He talking crazy with his dude. I'm like, who is the friend? Because I would be embarrassed as hell. I would have not been claiming him as my man's. Like, dude, get your boy. Cause what the hell? But shit, he probably just like him too. So he was laughing and joking like, man, that's not cool. That's not cool. She a foul ass shit. Dude, you don't even know me, and you don't even know what happened, and nothing really happened. I just did not respond to him as in I did not respond to him the way he felt like I should have. I didn't do anything to this man. He's been harassing me for an entire week. Y'all, that man was losing his damn mind. And so, y'all, I just cut off ties. I blocked him on social media. I think I did block him or something, or put him on restricted. I don't know. I did something. I hadn't seen. I made sure that he could communicate with me. Like, I blocked his number. I blocked his text messages. All of that stuff, y'all. I hadn't heard from this man. So some time on down the line, y'all, probably like a couple years ago, you know, I made like a TikTok. Excuse me. I made like a TikTok or whatever. And so, you know, if you're in somebody's contacts or was at some point in time and everything is connected to your social media, it's going to suggest people to you. They're in your contacts. You should add them as a friend. So I'm guessing that it suggested me to him. Because suddenly he's in the For You page on my TikTok or whatever. And I see him on the little friend thing. And so he follows me on there. And then he messages me after that. And at the time, I kind of wasn't responding to people. Just, you know, I'm new on there. I was just giving them a time to talk. And he was like, do I know you? And I'm thinking, Ninja, you know exactly who the hell I am. Don't come try to reply. Don't come follow me and then message me, asking, do you know me? Bro, quit playing. I said, you know exactly who the hell I am. I said, stop playing with me. I said, you know exactly who I am. He's like, oh yeah, you got so many pages. No, I ain't got no many nothing. I got 2 different phone numbers, and so it probably will suggest both phone numbers because I actually do have 2 TikTok pages. Matter of fact, I had made a page some time ago, y'all, that I ain't gonna say I forgot about it. I just kind of neglected it. It wasn't a big deal. I made it because at the time I was doing credit repair, and so I had a TikTok on I had a credit repair page on TikTok. You know, I posted my credit repair stuff on there at the time, but I didn't. A year or so on that line, I just wasn't posting on there at all. You know, I just went on there because I wanted to make a new TikTok that was talking about travel stuff. So that's the reason why I have a TikTok. It's about travel stuff. And in my credit repair page, you can still see the stuff that I posted, but I haven't posted anything new on there. So that's why he may have seen 2 pages. Like, dude, don't play with me. I only have 2 TikTok pages on here. Like, what are you talking about? But it don't even matter. I don't like a phony ass dude. Don't try to come at me being phony as hell like you don't know who I am. Like, dude, you reached out to me. But it wasn't even about that. It was the fact that you was being phony and fake as hell. I don't like a fake dude. And I feel like that's another reason I just cut off the crazy ties with him, He was acting crazy and letting his ego take place. And then he was like be a phony. Like, I don't like fake dudes. Like, be authentically you. You ain't gotta do all of that to impress me. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. You cannot force an interaction with me, and I'm big on not forcing interactions. I will go all in as much as I feel like I need to and fight for our friendship or whatever relationship I think we got. And then I'm gonna cut it off when I feel like, okay, I'm doing too much and I'm here a little bit too long. Do not stay where you're not wanted too long. Get in, get the hell up out of there. Don't let a person show you more than one time that they do not want you. And we all are guilty of doing that. And for him, he should have taken the hint. After you was blowing my phone up, acting crazy, and I wouldn't respond to do, it's a wrap. You got what you got. Live in the memory of the greatness and move the hell on. Because y'all, it was all that. And that's what grinds my gears the most at the time. I don't give a damn now. But at the time, y'all, I was so disappointed because I'm like, damn, that was... Y'all remember that scene on Love Jones? When Nina was talking to her friend girl, and her friend was like, girl, I'm living vicariously through you. And she was like, you slept with Darius, and how was it? And she was like, girl, it's like it was talking to me. And she was like, what did it say? And she was like, y'all, I was trying to find a clip and put it in here, y'all.
I can't even describe it because it was like his dick just talk to me. What did it say? Just Nina.
That's kind of how I felt. I'm being 100, like, dude, but you messed it up. You could have had it all, but you rolled too far under deep, y'all. Corny as hell. I'm just saying, he could have had it all. He messed it up with the crazy. So y'all, I'm not gonna drag it out. I just wanted to tell y'all about this time, about this guy Quincy and the craziness, because I seen him, you know, in the little friend thing on my TikTok, and it made me think about him. Yeah, he's still there. I ain't blocked him. I think I put him on restricted or something like that. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I probably did block him. He got another page. I don't really know. But y'all, like I said, I'm gonna stop this here. Y'all drop down below in the comment section. Let's talk about the time you hooked up with somebody else for social media and it went totally left. Or you hooked up with somebody on social media, y'all married with kids. I'm just saying, it does happen. It happens all the time, and good for those people, but it just wasn't in the stars for me, and maybe because I really didn't want it to be in the stars for me. Y'all, if it didn't look like I'm looking over here, it's because this is the screen to my camera, and this is the lens, and I'm just... It's hard, y'all. If you record yourself, then you know. You may not be looking directly at this camera. You're gonna look at this stuff and look at yourself. You're gonna look at this flip over or flip up and flip down or whatever your camera got and be looking at yourself. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all stayed for the duration. Make sure y'all continue to hype, like, and share my videos, y'all. I see a few of y'all that share them. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for my new subscribers. I hope you continue to stay subscribed. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye. Right? To catch up on any Proud Story signs that were mentioned in today's video, make sure you click the links in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel.